everyone. I'm Colleen.
And Cindy here.
Thanks for joining us for episode 5 of Earth's History Explained by a Light Being. We are once again going to be joined by our recurring guest, Pele, the light being Pele, has been joining us to share messages about Earth's history and about Earth's future. And I can't wait to see what the message is going to be today. We've learned so much in the first 4 videos of this series. I'm going to pass things over to you, Cindy, so we can get our message.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so I'm excited too, because I never know what they're going to say, what Pele is going to say. And as always, use your own discernment, pick and choose. There might be 1 or 2 things that resonate with you. The whole thing might resonate with you. None of it might. It's all up to you. You take it into your heart space and figure out what's right for you. Yeah, so I'm just lighting my candle here to set the energy and call in my angels. My angels are always here with me, and they actually step aside to allow another light being to come in. So they step aside to allow Pele to come in. And yeah, and I channel these with my pendulum and an alphabet mat, and I get the message. The message is word for word, 1 word at a time, but it usually flows quite well. But they're very specific about the words that they use, and they will often correct me if I get the word wrong. So I don't like the words that they're using they use those words specifically. So I honor that in these messages. Okay. All right, I'm going to tilt this down so you can see a little bit of what's happening. And we'll see what the message for today is. So the pendulum is perfectly still. This tells me that my angels have stepped aside and someone else is here. So this is Pele. And I have a beautiful message for today. I'm going to give you some information about Earth's history and how it ties into my birth that is about to happen on Earth. The history I wish to speak about is the history on Earth when Jesus walked as Jesus. Jesus is a very powerful soul. And the Jesus soul has incarnated on Earth more than anyone else on Earth, including myself. I have also incarnated many, many, many times. However, not as many as the Jesus soul. I have a beautiful connection with the Jesus soul because we are half souls. That was explained already. When Jesus walked as Jesus, he and I also had a special relationship on Earth. I walked with Jesus, and Mary Magdalene is the other half soul of Jesus. And we three walked the earth together at that time. I was an apostle of Jesus. I was very close to him during his ministry. And we are beautifully connected on earth, in earth's energy, because of this lifetime together and many others. This lifetime, however, laid the groundwork for what is about to happen. Okay, the pendulum has gone still again. So there's someone else here. This is new and exciting. Okay, is this a new being? Yes. This is new and exciting love energy in the form of a new soul that is just beginning the soul growth process. I have just been in the place where souls are born. And the excitement there is overwhelming in the best possible way. The excitement over Pele's birth on earth from the place where souls are born is astronomical. This excitement will be felt on earth leading up to Pele's birth. Okay, the pendulum is still again. This is Pele again. You are going to receive some information today that will help you to understand this excitement. The bond that I created with Jesus when he walked as Jesus is going to come into play again very soon. When I am born into Earth's energy, I will be born into the life of Jesus as he's incarnated now. I will have a relationship with Jesus as the Jesus soul is now incarnated on earth. So I will once again walk with the Jesus soul. However, this time I will be the one who was born from the place where souls are born. Jesus has prepared me for this. My life with Jesus, when he walked as Jesus, has prepared me for this experience. And the Jesus soul will guide me through this lifetime. This is all by divine design. You see, the energy that comes to earth when a soul is born from the place where souls are born, this energy is a most powerful energy that allows souls to remember who they truly are when they are incarnated on earth. So when I am born on earth from the place where souls are born, I will remember who I truly am, just as Jesus remembered who he truly was when he walked as Jesus. The Jesus soul now must go through an awakening, just like the rest of the people on earth. The only time a soul remembers who they truly are is when they are born on earth from the place where souls are born. I will have that experience in this upcoming lifetime. Other incarnations always happen from a different place in all that is. Souls are born to this special place where souls are born. But then they grow to a point where they choose a home within all that is to begin their growth and learning as a soul. When people incarnate on earth, they incarnate from these various homes, and they bring the love energy imprints from those homes into their bodies, although they forget this and they spend their lifetimes trying to remember who they truly are. So this birth on earth is very special and will be the second time a person is born from the place where souls are born. This will complete the project that Jesus began all those years ago. Without Jesus being born from the place where souls are born, this would not be able to happen at this time. Jesus's birth as Jesus is what has opened this possibility. And then the earth and its people had to look for the light and love in the earth experience to the point where this experiment became a success before I could be born from the place where souls are born. So this is all happening because of Jesus walking as Jesus, and because of all your hard work to see the light and love on earth. Without both of these things, this special birth would not be happening. Every person on earth has a connection to this birth. Many people are feeling that connection. Many people are interpreting that in their own ways. This may explain why many people feel the birth of Pele somewhere within their bodies. This birth is awakening an energy within everyone on earth. And this birth will have a very profound effect on the world and the way people relate to each other. This birth will bring in a lot of love energy like never before experienced on earth. And this love energy will change the world. There is something else I'd like to explain about my relationship with Jesus when he walked as Jesus. I was an apostle, but I was more than that. I knew Jesus his entire life. And I was very close to his family. And I understood that Jesus was special when he was a child. And I prepared and studied along with Jesus. And we were very close. The other aspect of this relationship is Mary Magdalene. She is Jesus's half soul as well. Jesus is the only soul with two half souls. All other souls have one half soul. So all three of us were incarnated together during that lifetime, and we were incredibly close in that lifetime. This was all in preparation for now. Jesus and Mary Magdalene are already incarnated on earth. They know each other, but they don't know who they truly are yet. They are in the process of awakening, just like you. Mary Magdalene is not in the first wave. When Jesus awakens fully, he will help to guide Mary Magdalene in her awakening journey. As this is happening, I will be growing up, and I will have a relationship with Jesus. And then, soon after Mary Magdalene awakens, I will have a relationship with Mary Magdalene. And the three of us will be together once again. However, this time, the three of us will know who we truly are. We will be together and we will be our true selves, incarnated on earth. This will be a very powerful and love-filled triangle or trinity. Okay, she's taking a break.
Wow. Hey, there was so much rushing going on for me, and like I think I had a so I'm typing some notes, so I'm not always looking at anyway. I think I had a goofy smile on my face because of the amount of love energy that I was feeling, and just like I do mean rushing, but also I just had this while she was talking about the three of them last time they and her and Jesus last time they walked on earth, and then when the other new soul came in.
I know.
Anyway, I just felt so much love energy. I'm mentioning it because some of you, while you're watching, may be feeling the same thing. Like there's energy that comes with these videos. It comes through to some of you, and yeah, so much love. So I think I was like this goofy love smile on. That was so cool. So what I think
Fascinating.
I was feeling the amount of love between them, you know?
Yes, exactly. Because there's this just pure, soft, beautiful love in that trio, in that trinity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And I've said rushing a lot in these videos that, you know, we call them tingles of truth too, that has happened to me, but I haven't had that amount of feeling love. It's like the only thing I can equate it to is when my grandson was born, that just this soft pull in my heart and in my solar plexus, like just love flowing through me. So it was noteworthy.
Yes, for sure. And this is the first time we're hearing that Mary Magdalene. So we call them Mary Magdalene and Jesus and Pele, but those are just one incarnation of their souls, right? But it's sort of like a prominent one that we can describe them by.
Yeah,
So
that was
that
sorry.
Mary Magdalene is also incarnated right now, and that
Yeah,
that the three of them are going to be together.
I
That's
know.
so cool.
The whole that Trinity and how they got to be is explained in EH1, I believe.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it was that was the first message Pele gave us. I think it's either in CFP for sure. It's either in CFP 9 or EH1 if you want to know more about that relationship between Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and Pele, or the light beings that once incarnated as each of those, right?
Yeah.
That's why she's saying that because the language that she used, I was wondering if if it would need some interpretation, that she's saying that the soul that once incarnated as Jesus is here right now living a lifetime.
And
And Mary
is
Magdalene.
not aware.
That's right, because
Is not awake.
He's come in, yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, just so cool that it's all the design, and that they're going to be there to support her, you know, as she grows up.
Yes. Not that the soul of Jesus is not awake, but that they haven't had that great awakening yet, right? The great awakening
Yeah, who he truly is. You're
where
right.
we all know who we truly are, like know and have access to all of that information, right? All of our past lives and our home energy is activated within us. Yeah.
Yeah, our great awakening. So we don't know how awake he or Mary Magdalene, who like those entities that are now incarnated, we don't know how awake they are right now. It sounds like Jesus is sort of ahead of the pack because it said that Jesus will be part of the mass awakening, right?
I think so, yeah, but Mary
Yeah, she said
Magdalene
that.
not.
But Mary Magdalene will not, and then Jesus will help her. So yeah, so they're not awake right now, but Jesus is well on his way.
Mm-hmm. And very cool. I know like literally zip about the Bible. So I don't know if there is like an apostle, like I don't know if this is a known apostle, that some apostle that also knew Jesus when he was a child, and
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
have
That I
no
don't
idea.
know.
No clue.
But yeah, I was wondering if she was going to say who that was. And then
Yeah.
I wanted to know, like, so maybe we'll ask her.
Yeah.
Okay, so the picture I got here is that she's when Pele is born, basically Jesus and Mary Magdalene are going to know her while she's growing up and guide her and that. But the bridge part, the part where she's opening the, help me out, the bridge to
So that
all that is.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah. The
But so
bridge
that special energy of where souls are born, that there's something special
yeah,
about
right.
that place.
Yes. She's opening a bridge to the home place. Home places are like from our CFB series, to the home place where all souls are born, right? Yeah.
Except that they've never called it a home. They've just said the place where souls are born.
Place.
And then
Right.
they go to different homes. They've
You're right.
never described that as a home.
No, you're right.
And like I said, their words and the way that they say
Yeah,
things
are
is
very
important.
specific.
Yeah.
And we can do that. Thanks for correcting me, because we do that. Like I just made a connection in my mind that actually isn't there. So the place where souls are born. Sorry. So she's going to open the bridge to the place where all souls are born, because that's going to create a magical, that's what she talked about in one of those past videos about why she's coming, what the whole point is. So is that happening like at the moment of her birth? Because I think it was that then that was going to spark the mass awakening. So the bridge opens, we're able to access whatever we're accessing there. It's explained much better in one of our past videos.
You do such a good job of explaining it.
I know. And okay. I feel like I'm missing parts of it, but that's because it was an hour-long video. And then, that triggers the mass awakening.
Yeah.
So is that, now she's talking about when she's growing up. So is it that that's going to happen the moment she's born? Because she said that that's how we'll know she's been born. Like some of us are going to know she's been born. Like, whoa. I'm, of course, again, assuming that I'm going to be part of that group. I'd like to buy my ticket, please. But yeah, so, some of us, it's going to be very apparent that it's happened. So then over her life, is she going to be like a leader? What's she going to do in her life then? What's the plan? Yeah. And to confirm that is still that I have that right, that there's going to be an instant thing when she is actually born, like as a baby.
Yes. And that people had asked if there was going to be more than one incarnation of Pele or if it's just one. So we'll see what she says about that too.
Yes. Wait, sorry. I wanted to, sorry about that.
That's okay.
We've alluded to this a couple times and I've been wanting to mention this. So I'm going to talk about my notes and different, anyway, we've just talked a couple of times, we've made reference to the fact that Cindy is very specific in delivering the words that are channeled, that she channels. And I believe that's because when you were first training for this, that's how your angels,
Yeah, and they will correct me. Like they've corrected me between good and great. Like,
yeah,
you think, what's the big difference? But no, they have been very specific about correcting me when I get a word wrong. Even just now, like I said triangle, because for some reason I keep forgetting the word Trinity, because again, I'm not a religious person, so these aren't words that are in my head. And I said triangle, and I think the Trinity was actually a correction, but they just said or Trinity.
Yeah, they were being polite.
It's not just a triangle. So yeah, they're very specific. Like I've
So
learned that over the years that the
Yeah.
words can make a difference.
So we've had a few come in the comments, a few people asking, because you can see that I'm typing. I'm typing notes in, Cindy and I are on Zoom, and I'm typing notes in the chat that we refer back, because like, I'm barely absorbing it all while I'm sitting
Yes.
here. I need to read back. And then for Cindy, it's flowing through her. So sometimes, like, anyway, we refer to these notes. But like, do you hear how fast she channels? Like, I'm typing, I mean, I type fast. I type as part of my job, but I'm typing these really messy notes. So people have asked if you have access to them. Sorry, I'm taking a little longer to explain this, but no, they're not complete notes, and they're a mess, and they're just for Cindy and I. And they're not like, some people have also posted, there's an AI thing that you can access that does summaries of videos, and you can access it and I guess attach it to YouTube. But I've seen the AI transcripts that have come from our videos, and they're not what we're talking about, where we're saying like the words that were channeled. And the summary portions of that, some of them, like, AI is amazing. I think AI, it blows my mind what it can do. But it has a ways to go. It's not perfect. And if you've ever used it, like, you know that it's not perfect yet. And so there were, in the summaries and that, there are some things that are just legit wrong, like just not what Pele said, kind of the opposite of what Pele said, just because of the way that it summarized it. So there are no notes. What you can do, in the description of the video, down near the bottom, there's a button that says transcript or access transcript or something, like on YouTube in your viewer. And you can access like it's a auto-generated word for word transcript. So does it get some words wrong? Yeah, like where it's, when it just it hears you pronounce a different word or something, but it's not going to summarize to the point that it changes facts. So if it's an accessibility need, you can get a transcript that way. But there is energy coming through from Cindy and I. We've been told this too. There's energy coming through from Cindy and I and our guides and higher selves. And then also, of course, from our light being guests who Cindy's channeling. And there's energy in the words and also while we're talking. So all that to say, there are no notes, and that's kind of why, because we're just really, I guess the word might be protective, specific about the wording. So you go ahead. Sorry, I took so long on that. I just wanted to explain it because there've been several comments about that. Go ahead and ask my question.
Okay. Okay, the pendulum is still. This is Pele again. Great explanation, Colleen. You are very correct in that there is energy within this video and your discussions of these messages. There is more value here than you realize. Now, to have a clear picture of what is going on, I will explain further. I am being incarnated into one person on earth. And this person will be special in many ways. I will have a unique experience growing up because I will understand who I truly am throughout my entire life. This is the experience Jesus had when he walked as Jesus. This has only been experienced once before as Jesus. After this birth of my soul on earth, from this place where souls are born, other people will then have access to being born on earth from this place where souls are born. This will continue to become a popular option as people begin to clear their karma completely and heal their karmic cycles. And they wish to come back fresh in a new body and have a complete lifetime as an awakened person on earth. After everyone is awakened on earth, all souls will be born on earth from the place where souls are born. This will bring a new experience to earth and its people. Death will then be something a soul chooses. People on earth will choose their time of death, and they will have celebrations to celebrate their lives on earth and the relationships they created while here. There will be no disease, because disease is karmic energy. And there will be no karma. So people will choose their death times and have a ceremony to release their soul back to this side of awareness. This will happen in a beautiful and love-filled way. So, this birth of mine is just the beginning. Jesus set the example and held an energy of love unlike any on earth before. And he encouraged others to also see their true selves and understand that everyone is God. Now, a few thousand years later, Earth will experience this love energy in a whole new way as more and more people are born from this place where souls are born, and bring this energy to love, bring this energy to, to love and grow upon the earth in amazing ways. Now, you asked about my childhood and my purpose on earth. My purpose is completed with my birth. My birth is the only karmic event in my life. I have no karmic entanglements, and I have no planned experiences. I am a free agent in Dharma on earth. That is not to say that I will accomplish nothing. I have a lot of desires to accomplish many things and experience many things on earth. There is just no pre-written plan of my life. I am free to create my life from a love-filled standpoint. And I plan to do just that. I will say one thing, though. I will have a profound effect on the lives of people I come into contact with. I will radiate a pure love energy that is not currently on earth. And this love energy imprint will be felt by everyone I come into contact with, even people who are blind to the light on earth. They may not recognize or understand what they are feeling, but they will feel my love energy imprint. To those who understand what I carry, they will be affected the most. My love energy imprint will catapult people into their highest path forward and help them to awaken much faster than if they had never met me. I will have an awakening effect on everyone I meet. I have some ideas about what I wish to experience on Earth. And I will have a lot of fun exploring and traveling the world. In more and more interesting and exciting ways. Travel will change greatly over the coming decades. People will be able to travel huge distances in a few steps. This will make life on Earth very interesting. This will also only be accessible to people who are flowing love energy within their hearts to a strong enough degree that allows them to see the love and light on Earth. People don't have to have experienced their great awakening to access this travel ability. However, they have to have love-filled hearts. My childhood will be different from any other childhood on Earth, because I will be aware of who I truly am. Now, that is also combined with the human experience, and I will be a baby like any other baby in many ways. And I will be a baby unlike any other baby in many ways. This will eventually become the norm, and all babies will be born on Earth like this, and so then I will be like all babies on Earth. During this transition phase, I will be a very different baby to raise. I will give you one example. I will be a baby with more awareness of the world around me than most babies. I will understand what people are saying, and I will develop a mode of communication early on. I will speak earlier than other babies, and before I speak, I will communicate easily through other methods. I will develop a communication with my mother that will allow me to communicate easily. And I will have little need to cry. I will only cry if I feel pain. I will not cry to communicate my needs. I will also flow love energy through my body, and I will be happy and healthy, and I will be a joy to be around. People will be attracted to me, and they will feel my love energy imprint and be able to feel the peace and joy I bring to the earth. My mother will have a beautiful and intensely joyful experience raising me. I will be born to a mother who is older than most mothers on earth. My mother will be a special woman, and she will be a hope-filled person even before I am incarnated. Was that correct? Yeah, okay. Incarnated, being conceived. Once I am conceived, my energy will begin to flow to earth ahead of my birth. And people who are in the first wave of awakening will begin to remember who they truly are. Once you begin to remember a lot of your past lives, you will understand that my energy is now on earth. And my birth is just a matter of time. Okay, she's done. I don't remember any of that.
Really, eh? And there was a lot. Okay, so my question, she didn't get to my questions really until the end. But so like I asked about the bridge, like I had a so I'm very literal. Like that's like in my life, that's what I'm like. Like if you tell me, I take things, the words, and anyway, I take things very literally. And this opened it up a little bit. So from the last video I got that, I don't know, it sounded like it was this moment, like when she was being born, like actually physically being born, this somehow bridge would open. But now she's saying that when she's conceived, even like the energy will begin to flow to earth ahead of her birth, and people who are in the first wave will begin to awaken and remember their past lives and stuff like that. So it's like a gradual process that will start to happen to some of us, I guess, as she's being conceived and going through gestation. Once you begin to remember a lot of your past lives, you will understand that my energy is now on earth and my birth is just a matter of time. So then I guess there is still a bridge. I still want to ask her that because I'm so literal.
Well, then we'll ask her again.
At the point of her birth. But anyway, there was a lot of information for that.
Because my understanding of that is that, yes, when she's incarnated, it's like when she's conceived, that energy starts to flow because she's actually here in physical form, not born into Earth's
right
as a person yet. And so, but that energy starts to flow, and we're going to start to remember our past lives. Now, some people have already started to remember this on my other channel. Some people have already commented saying, I'm already experiencing this. But I think what she said here was like, when you start to really experience this, like when this starts to really happen and it's like boom, 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 stuff is coming in at you, that's when you're going to go, aha, she's here. She's been conceived. But then when she is born, it is my understanding, and we can ask her for clarity, is that there is this boom moment.
Oh, okay.
They have explained that it will unfold over a few days. So it is this mass awakening. No, I don't think that. Like I think her birth starts it. But then because they explained, maybe it's in my book, I don't remember where they explained this, but they explained that because we're all in different time zones and everything's happening, some people are going to be asleep when she's born. And so, and we're all we've all planned our own little moments of when we're going to have that awakening. So they said that it will unfold over a couple of days where we all of a sudden have access to the other side, right? And we're over there. So it's kind of like people arriving at the party at their own times. Like the party is now, she's born. This is it. This is the party. But some people are there first thing and some people straggle in a little bit later,
I get it. Yeah. I have to reread your book. Because there's so much information in it, but I don't remember that. I don't know. I guess I wasn't with the birth of Pele at the time because now I'm okay, now I really want to read that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure, but I think it was in there, but it's somewhere. Like I've been receiving messages for a long time, so I get I don't know where I've received them from,
We've run quite a bit over an hour already, so I'm just conscious that the videos get kind of long. So yeah, okay. So I do want to ask that too then, if you're okay with that, with asking. Can you in, just a few words explain Dharma? She mentioned Dharma again, and we've had some questions in the comments about Dharma.
So again, my understanding of Dharma, I have no idea if there's like an explanation out there that I'm not aware of, but my understanding from the messages is that when we're in Dharma, it just means that we are fully able to create whatever we want, whatever we desire. It's what they've kind of said we could be doing all this time, except that technically when we're in karma, We can't, because we can't manifest our way out of karma. We have to experience our karma. But once we clear all of that and we have this great awakening, now there's no karma. Like she said, that was really interesting what she said, that there is no plan for her life, because that's karma. Having a plan for your life is, this is what you, that's karma. And we're not in that anymore. We're in the moment creation of whatever we desire. Because we're also in this love, like we're not, we know who we truly are. We have access to all of our memories. We have everything. So it's not the same as trying to create from our human experience where we don't know who we truly are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't,
Completely different
I
experience.
guess I hadn't made the connection that without karma, there's no blueprint. Like so that's what you're saying. There's no blueprint when we're going to come in. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you head in to talk to her, kind of two related oh, what were you about to ask her?
You wanted to ask about the
At
bridge,
50.
like whether this is the awakening is happening in
Yeah,
a
like boom.
flash.
Like, is there a boom? And then also, like will her mother know? I know this is going to come in the comments. Like, well, so I'm just anticipating it already, because there's going to be people right now that are going, oh, good, I'm glad she asked that. Like, will the mother know? Will the mother yeah. How,
Yeah.
or is the mother going to be like, what's with my super peaceful kid who can talk at 3 months?
I think she will, because she'll have, I mean, Pele's mother has to be in the first wave. Like,
Well, I agree. I just, everything that I assume or make an assumption of in my brain while we're processing this message, I'm like, we better ask her.
yeah. But interesting that they said she was going to be older. I thought that was interesting.
What's the moment of, yeah, I caught that too. What's the moment of birth going to be like for, as far as the awakening? And will the mother know?
Okay. Now
So
I'm hearing that song, Mary's, did you know? You know that song?
No, but
okay. So it's still, this is Pele again. So yes, the awakening will happen in a huge moment of euphoria and joy and peace and love and happiness like you have never experienced before on earth. And this moment will be shared with many others in this first wave. And this will unfold over a couple of days. And you will all spend time in this new reality and celebrate your work and celebrate each other and reunite with your loved ones in magical and astronomically love-filled reunions. This will be a celebration like never experienced in all that is. This mass awakening is more anticipated on this side of awareness than it is on Earth. The entire all that is awaits this mass awakening. We are all hushed in the auditorium, waiting for the curtain to rise. Will my mother know? Yes, my mother will know. And She will be aware once I am conceived. My mother will have access to this side of awareness once I am conceived. My mother will have a great awakening before the mass awakening. This is as it should be. My mother has a very new and unusual experience ahead by giving birth to me. And she needs to be prepared for this experience. Mary gave birth to Jesus, and Mary was aware. Mary had counsel from angels more than anyone realizes. Mary had a lot of help preparing to give birth and raise Jesus. My mother is similar. She has been prepared for this. She knows this is about to happen, although she does not know what exactly is about to happen. There is only so much a person can prepare for something so unusual. Okay, and she's done.
Wild. Okay, my hopes are restored for this moment when she's born. This moment of euphoria. I love it.
Yes.
Love it.
And I got emotional there when they said that they're all waiting for the curtain to rise, you know?
Me too. And that whole bit, the euphoric moment too, and of course, I'm really looking forward to the reunion with those that are on the other side and everything. And that whole concept, I too had a lot of emotion come over me. It's just so beautiful. And there are 2 videos on Cindy's other channel. They're a bit back now. I think it was fall. I think it was like October. I remember where I was walking in nature when I listened to them. So I think it was last fall.
The
Anyway,
curtain rising ones?
there's 2, right? One, the title bar on the screen says "When the Curtain Rises," and the other one says,
The curtain is about to rise.
right, I got it backwards. The curtain is about rising, and when the curtain rises.
Yeah.
And they're just really interesting now, in addition to like this information, you know?
Yeah.
I just so if you haven't seen those, you can go over to Cindy's Lady of the Forest 444.
Yeah, it's in the
channel.
description. And those 2 videos are in a playlist called Big Messages.
Oh, are they? I didn't know that. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, and if you're ever looking for links for things that we've mentioned, or for any of Cindy's, like her book, her channel, or this is my only YouTube channel, so there's no links in there for anything for me. But they're always in the description of each video. So it's in there if you want to link over. So.
And that was really cool that they said Mary had more help than we realized. I love, like, that just warmed my heart. Because, you know, like, as a mother too, like, I've thought about that a lot. Like, you know, you hear like Mary's experience. What was that like? So yeah, I'm just really glad that she had a lot of help. That made me feel good.
And like, I'm glad that Pele's mother's gonna know because, you
Yes.
know,
Exactly. Yeah.
and it's gonna know in advance because it's a lot of pressure otherwise. Anyway, she's being prepared. So
Yes. Yeah.
very, very cool information
Mhm.
again, once again. Do you have anything more to add or do you want to?
No, I think she was done. I asked her if she had any more messages, and it just went still. So that was not a yes or no. Just
There you go.
yeah.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, everyone. I'm anticipating again some really interesting comments. Know that we read all of the comments. I just we don't have time to respond to them. But it's so much fun watching you tell us you're binge watching the videos and then your stories and your comments and your takes on the information. And so we will be in the app checking out your comments. So go. Thanks very much for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day.
Yes. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.